very big disturbance for me, to come back again to admit them. Okay, friends, please pass on the message to your friends that I'm not going to admit further.
Okay, sir.
This is what I'm facing the problem. So, friends, yesterday I'm talking about the EOQ, economic order quantity, the which is quantity which has to be purchased by the company once, when uh, you feel that the company is at economic level. Okay, so when the company is at economic level, purchasing the goods, then I think all the other costs will be minimized, or you'll be feeling that okay, and the company is purchasing at economic level, so the production also maybe the production cost and the total cost also may be at a very economical level. That is, that which is going to benefit the company. Okay, so normally when the goods are purchased by the organizations, what are the costs that are incurred? I told you yesterday that the ordering costs and the carrying costs are incurred by the company. Ordering costs, I'm just trying to brief you, friends. That is the cost which is incurred to order the goods, that is to order your raw material, okay, to the supplier and get back the goods into the godown. That those costs are called as a ordering cost. So any such cost which is part of that particular exercise is set to the ordering cost, friends. Okay. Now, what are carrying costs? Carrying costs are none other than the storage cost of the so-called raw material, okay, or the holding cost. Okay, so that is why it is said to be carrying cost, because you carry the raw material in the godown until it is sent to the production department, isn't it? So therefore all the costs, which are actually incurred, okay, all those costs which are actually incurred for that particular purpose, are part and parcel of it, friends. Okay, so any such costs, for example, uh, you are purchasing a godown, or you are investing on godown, on lease basis, or you have taken the godown for a rental basis. Okay, all these rents or a lease, or any other interest. For example, you have borrowed the money and you have built up or constructed the godown, for which you need to pay the interest, of course, along with the EMI and all. Okay, all that, all that interest cost, be a part of this. Okay, right? So you have all these sort of expenditure and which are necessary, isn't it? Okay, and if at all you want that raw material to be stored in a very, in a room temperature, or in a very freezing, uh, very cool, you need to maintain. Okay, in a freezing you need to keep the material. For all that you require expenditure, that is for room temperature, or for room cooling, or for room heating. Okay, or if there is some insect, to prevent from the insect, for example, if it is a wheat, okay, you are storing, and you should protect it, so that it doesn't be uh, uh, be exposed to any other insects, or uh, any other things, so that you will lose your raw material. Okay, so you need to protect it. So all the measures, in order to protect or to carry the raw material until it is sent to the so-called production point, all that expenditure is part and parcel of it. Okay, friends. Now let us again concentrate on the next diagram, the diagram which is going to illustrate us what is this actually, the economic order quantity is. See, friends, here I have taken, just try to follow. I think this diagram is visible to you. Now let us follow this chart. On one axis, that is on the y-axis, I have taken the cost as y axis, the measure is cost in rupees. Okay, on the other side I have taken, that is onto the x-axis, I have taken the quantity. I have taken the quantity that the organization is ordering per order. Okay, friends, I repeat once again. I have taken on the x-axis. I have taken on the x-axis how much the organization is ordering to purchase per order. Sorry, ఆర్డర్ చేసినప్పుడు ఎంత ఉంటుంది అన్నది నేను ఇక్కడ తీసుకున్నాను. దానికి ఎంత ఖర్చు అవుతుంది అన్నది ఏమంటే y యాక్సిస్ మీద తీసుకున్నాను. ఓకే ఫ్రెండ్స్, now friends, now let us see all these diagrams. Okay, all these lines, which are drawn on this particular graph, one after the other. Okay friends, now if you assume that the carrying cost, this is the line of a carrying cost, friends. Okay, so what does this line indicate? This indicates that if you are ordering less amount of quantity per order, your carrying cost will be less. ఎందుకు? కొంచెమే క్వాంటిటీ మీరు ఆర్డర్ చేశారు, మరి దాన్ని క్యారింగ్ కాస్ట్, దాన్ని మీరు హోల్డ్ చేయడానికి అయ్యే ఖర్చు, మీరు స్టోర్ చేసుకోవడానికి అయ్యే ఖర్చు కూడా తక్కువే ఉంటుంది. ఏమండి? అలాగే మీరు అలాగ క్వాంటిటీని ఇంక్రీజ్ చేసుకొని వెళ్ళిపోతున్నారు అనుకోండి. ఇఫ్ యు ఆర్ గోయింగ్ ఆన్ ఇంక్రీజింగ్ ద క్వాంటిటీ, similarly at the same rate, your holding cost or a carrying cost also increases, friends, isn't it? So this is the carrying cost. Okay, so what is the ordering cost correspondingly? What is the ordering cost correspondingly? So ordering cost is the diagram is, when the line is like this, it is a declining slope. Okay, how in the sense, see friends, if you are ordering less amount of quantity per order, that is, you require 1000 units in a year, friends. Let me assume that you require how much? 1000 units in a year, friends. But what you're doing is you are purchasing 10 units at a time. At a time, how much you are purchasing? 10 units at a time, friends. So in a year, how much cost you will incur, friends, for ordering those goods, isn't it? So you definitely require more amount, to spend, isn't it, friends? So the moment you decrease your you increase your quantity of ordering, okay, the ordering cost also decreases. Okay friends, because more number of times you are going to order more number of times. If you are ordering 20 units per time, then definitely your ordering cost decreases. Still, if you are going to order 30 units at a time, then still your ordering cost decreases, isn't it? So keep on ordering more quantity. Okay, so for example, if I'm going to order 100 units at a time, so in a year, how much I require? 1000 goods, isn't it? So I may be ordering only 10 times. I may be ordering only 10 times in a year. So therefore my cost will drastically decrease. So therefore your ordering cost, okay, your ordering cost decreases with the increase in the quantity ordered. Okay friends, now when you are working out for an economic order quantity, when you're working out for an economic order quantity at a different levels of ordering, okay, at different levels of ordering, and you have drawn the two lines of ordering cost and the carrying cost, okay, so the line which is intersected, that is where the ordering cost and the carrying cost is equal, that quantity is said to be the economic order quantity, friends. What is that, friends? The quantity at which the carrying cost as well as the ordering cost is said to be equal, that the quantity, that particular quantity is said to be economic order quantity, friends. Okay friends, now if you try to project the same, if you try to project the same amount of quantity to your cost curve, cost curve is like this. I will tell you this also. This particular, if you project this and if you extend to such a way that it cuts your cost line, that cost is said to be a minimum cost. is said to be a minimum total cost. Now, friends, it seems that when you draw your total cost, friends, total cost is a sum total of carrying cost, ordering cost, plus material cost also. Material cost అంటే క్యారింగ్ కాస్ట్ అంటే ఏంటి? స్టోరేజ్ కాస్ట్. ఆ ప్రోడక్ట్ మనం కొని తెచ్చిన తర్వాత స్టోర్ చేయడానికి అయ్యే ఖర్చు. ఆర్డరింగ్ కాస్ట్ అంటే ఏంటి? ఒక్కసారి మనం గూడ్స్ ఆర్డర్ చేస్తే ఎంత ఖర్చు అవుతుంది అన్నది ఆర్డరింగ్ కాస్ట్. మరి ఈ రెండు కాస్ట్లతో పాటు మరి మెటీరియల్ ఉత్తరే ఇచ్చేస్తాడా వాడు? కాదు కదా, దానికి కూడా మనం కాస్ట్ ఇంకా అవ్వాలి కదా, అంటే మెటీరియల్ కాస్ట్ కూడా ఉంటుంది. సో టోటల్ కాస్ట్ ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ టు క్యాలిక్యులేట్, యూ నీడ్ టు సమ్ అప్ 3 elements. The first one is the ordering cost, second one is your carrying cost, and the third one is your material cost. So these are the costs which actually be incurred. Okay, friends. Now let me move on to the problem. Friends, here it is EOQ. EOQ formula is equal to, that is, I told you, right, the carrying cost is equal to ordering cost. When you work out, when you equate both of them, after equating you can calculate Q. That Q is nothing but said to be EOQ. So Q is equal to root over 2 into AB by C. All this is within the root, friends. What is this? AB by C. Where what is A? A is a annual usage of inventory. సంవత్సరానికి ఎంత ఇన్వెంటరీ వాడుతున్నారు? Annual usage of inventory. What is B? B is a ordering cost per order. Okay. What is your buying cost or ordering cost? It is B. B is ordering cost per order. Now what is C? C is a carrying cost per unit. Carrying cost per unit per annum. Okay, friends, I repeat once again. A is a annual usage or annual consumption of your raw material. B is a ordering cost per order. C is carrying cost per unit and per unit per annum. Okay, friends. Disturb this, please tell them not to disturb the class. So this is the problem, friends. Now, the first problem I'm just trying to give you here on this inventory. Now, what is given here? A firm buys casting equipment from outside suppliers. What is that? The firm is buying some casting equipment, some material is from raw material is purchased. Okay, from outside in the sense from the supplier it is purchased. Okay, so what is the per unit material cost, friends? It is 30 per unit. Raw material cost is 30 per unit, friends. Okay, so what is the total annual needs? That is annual consumption, annual requirement or annual usage. How much you are using per annum? It is 800 units you require. This is nothing but your A, isn't it? So you have with you the following further data. Okay, so the first one is giving you the further data, annual return on investment. In order to calculate any interest on the investment made by the company, you can make use of this annual return of investment. This is your rate. Okay, right, friends? Now rent, insurance, taxes per unit per year is ₹1. This is reflecting, I feel to know that this, when you are talking about rent, simply it is a carrying charges, isn't it? So in order to insure your raw material, you are paying some insurance premium. Okay, any taxes to be paid to the particular raw material also, import duty or excise, export duty or some duties, import duties, you may be incurring all those taxes, etc., which has come to ₹1 per unit per year. I told you carrying cost will be per unit per annum. Right, remember, friends? Now the cost of placing an order is ₹100. That is your ordering cost. Ordering cost is rupees 100 per order. So this is simply can be taken as B. But C is not directly given. He has given you some other information also, that there is some investment. On every investment, you need to pay 10%. What is the investment given in this particular problem? You are investing 800 units. On 800 units, you are investing at the rate 30 rupees. Okay, on this you are investing, isn't it? So that interest amount has to also to be considered, in your C. So that is your carrying cost. Is this is okay, friends? Now let me move on to the solution, friends. Now annual consumption, that is your annual usage, small a, in their EOQ, because he wants you to compute EOQ. What is your economic order quantity? That is, ఒకసారి కొనేటప్పుడు ఆర్గనైజేషన్ ఎన్ని యూనిట్స్ కంటే ఈ ఎకనామిక్ లెవెల్లో ఉంటుంది అన్నది మీకు అడిగాడు వాడు. ఓకేనండి. సో యూ ఆర్ ట్రైంగ్ టు ఫైండ్ అవుట్ యువర్ A. Formula is root over 2AB by C, isn't it? So A is 800 units. I told you ordering cost per order is rupees 100, right? And your annual consumption. Now, what is your annual consumption in rupees? In rupees, it is 800 units into rupees 30 per unit. That comes to 24,000. Okay, right? So what is your total interest? Total interest you need to calculate, friends. So total interest in the sense, it is 24,000 into 10%. 24,000 into 10%. That is the interest cost. I told you. Okay, so 24,000 into 10% is the interest. Okay, on the total capital invested on raw material, it has come to 2,400. Okay, friends. So now, what is your interest cost per unit? It is total interest per annum is 2,400 per unit. Per unit you require, because you want to add to the per unit. Okay, so therefore you are calculating 2,400 divided by 800 units. Your investment is on. So 2,400 divided by 800 comes to rupees 3 per unit. Interest component సంవత్సరానికి ఒక యూనిట్ మీద 3 రూపాయలు పడుతుంది. So the carrying cost, total inventory carrying cost C is equal to interest cost plus rent, insurance, taxes cost is given to you. That is 3 is computed by you and 1 rupee is given by him. So your total carrying cost per unit per annum has come to 3 plus 1, that is rupees 4 per unit. Okay, friends. Now, what is your formula of EOQ? EOQ is equal to root over 2AB by C, which is totally under the root. Okay, so from the numerator into the denominator, from the denominator, even the numerator and denominator covers this root. So it is 2 into 800 into 100 divided by 4. That comes to 200 units. Is this okay? One of you please respond, friends, so that I'll move on to the next one.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay, then I'll move on to the next problem, friends. Now, please go through this problem. We will try to solve it now. Please go through. చదువుకోండి. Did you go through, friends? Is that okay? Shall I start? Now, friends, see, the annual demand for a product is 6,400 units. What is this, friends? Please unmute yourself and please respond. I require an answer. Are you there? Yes, one of you please respond.
Annual consumption, sir.
Annual consumption, what is that? A, yeah? A is
Yes,
equal
sir.
to?
A,
A is equal to how much?
2,400.
Okay. So the unit cost is rupees 6. Unit cost in the sense material cost, isn't it? So
Yes, sir.
material cost, I have not given any such symbol for it, isn't it? Okay, the unit cost is rupees 6 and inventory carrying cost per unit per annum is how much? 25% of the average inventory cost. On the average inventory cost, it is 25%. That is what he is talking about. You need to compute your C, carrying cost. If the ordering cost of procurement in the sense, what do you understand by procurement, friends? If the ordering cost of procurement of raw material, that is your ordering cost, isn't it? So your ordering cost B is equal to rupees 75. Okay, so the more number of problems you do on this, I think you will be understanding. Okay, so determine what you need to determine. EOQ, that is your Q you need to determine. Okay, number of orders per annum. Okay, so that is another one he has given. Time gap between two consecutive orders, that is he is also asking you to compute the lead time. Okay, between the two orders, how much of time you require. So let us move on. Now friends, see, your annual consumption A is equal to 6,000. No, it is not 64. It is 6,400 units. I correct it. Is it 64,000 or 6,000? What is actually given in the problem?
6,400, sir.
6,400.
Yeah,
6,400.
6,400. So let me just remove this. Okay, 6,400 units. Okay, so what is your ordering cost? It is rupees 75. Inventory cost is said, if you clearly understand, he said it is inventory carrying cost per unit per annum is 25% on the average inventory cost. Okay, so what is your inventory cost per unit, friends? You require per unit per annum. C అనేది ఎప్పుడు కూడా carrying cost ఎప్పుడు కూడా per unit per annum కావాలి. What is your per unit cost here of inventory? It is 6 rupees. 6 rupees into 25% is your carrying cost per unit per annum. That is what is given, isn't it? So inventory carrying cost on 1 unit, C is equal to 6 into 25%. That comes to rupees 1.50 per unit. So your C is equal to, okay, 1.50 per unit per annum. Simply substitute the same in your formula. That is your first question which is asked. EOQ is equal to root over 2AB by C. That is root over 2 into A is 6,400 into B is 75. Root over and under root, of course, divided by 1.50. It has come to 800 units. So per order, you need to order 800 units to maintain your EOQ level, economic order quantity. Now then, if per order, if you are ordering 800 units, okay, in a year you are consuming 6,400 units. How many times you are purchasing then? How many times you are purchasing? If you are purchasing 800 units per a time, you require 8,400 units in a year. But it is simply how many times you are purchasing, in the sense 6,400 divided by per time you are purchasing 800 units, isn't it? So it has come to 6,400 divided by 800. Okay, that is your annual consumption divided by EOQ. What is your formula for number of orders per annum? Number of orders per annum is equal to annual consumption divided by EOQ or Q. EOQ level or simply Q. So that is 8 orders per annum you are making. Okay, friends. So for example, in a year you have 12 months. So for how many days or for how many months you are making this eight orders, friends? So that is time between 2 consecutive orders. Now this is not a lead time. This is a time between 2 consecutive orders. Rendu orders మధ్యన ఉన్న గ్యాప్ అడుగుతున్నాడు. Rendu orders, ప్రతి 2 orders you are making in the organization. For every 2 orders, what is the time gap? That is what he is asking you. Okay, so 12 months divided by 8 orders, isn't it? 8 orders in a year. That is, for every 1.5 months you are ordering. For every 1.5 months, for every 1.5 month you are ordering. That is what it says. Okay, friends, is this okay? Is that okay? Now I'll move on to the next problem. Please take the next problem. I'm dictating the problem, friends. Please
Okay, sir.
note down. Are you ready to note down, everybody? So please make a note of it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
A company requires a company requires 12,000 units per annum. 12,000 units per annum. Full stop. The cost of placing an order is rupees 50. Full stop. The carrying cost is estimated to be The carrying cost is estimated to be 10% per year. Full stop. The purchasing cost is rupees 10 per unit. Full stop. Find economic lot size. Find economic lot size LOT, economic lot size and total cost. Economic lot size or economic order quantity. Maybe one of the same. Okay. Now come on. Now he's also asking you total cost. I will tell you the formula. What is the total cost? But don't worry. But please compute. Please write down what is the given data, and then compute your EOQ and tell me the answer so that we will continue the total cost computation also. Please solve the problem, friends. Yes, yes. Your answer is ready.
Sir,
Yes, yes. Tell me.
1095.44.
1095.44 units.
Yes, sir.
Approximately, you meant to say you cannot purchase those, right? So approximately it may be 1096.
1096. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So if everybody got the same, I'll move on. If everybody got the same, I'll move on. 1096 approximately, nearer to. అయిందా? So let me tell you, friends. Your A is equal to 12,000 units. Your B is equal to rupees 50 per order. Your C is equal to 10 into 10%. That comes to 1 rupee. So your EOQ is equal to root over 2 into A, B by C. That is nothing but root over 2 into 12,000 into 50 divided by 1. Just come to 1096. 1096 approximately, or your exact answer is 1095.44 or 45 units. Okay, friends. Now let us move on to compute the another question given to you. That is your total cost, isn't it, friends? So your total cost is here is your formula, friends. Please write down total cost is equal to ordering cost plus carrying cost plus మెటీరియల్ కాస్ట్. సంవత్సరానికి మొత్తం కాస్ట్ ఎంత అవుతుంది అంటే మొత్తం ఆర్డరింగ్ కాస్ట్, మొత్తం క్యారింగ్ కాస్ట్, స్టోరేజ్ కాస్ట్, మొత్తం మెటీరియల్ ఉన్న సంవత్సరానికి ఎంత యూజ్ చేస్తున్నావో అది ఇంటూ పర్ యూనిట్ కాస్ట్ మొత్తం కలిపి మనం కట్టాలి. ఓకేనండి. సో వాట్ ఈస్ యువర్ ఆర్డరింగ్ కాస్ట్? ఆర్డరింగ్ కాస్ట్ ఫార్ములా ఇస్ your annual consumption divided by quantity purchased per order. Okay, friends, into B. B is the ordering cost per order. So ordering cost per order is B, but you want the total ordering cost. So total ordering cost is annual consumption divided by Q into B. So this is your entire formula for ordering cost. Plus carrying cost, friends. Carrying cost formula is Q by 2 plus buffer stock, if any. Buffer stock is nothing but your safety stock you are maintaining, friends. Q by 2 plus buffer stock. So buffer stock, if you have, you will put that amount. If you don't have, or it is not given in the problem, or it is not mentioned in the problem, you will keep this as 0. Okay, friends. So Q by 2 plus buffer stock brackets close into C. C is your carrying cost per unit per annum. So after you have multiplied, you will get the answer, right? So this is your C, not the percentage you need to put here. You need to put that C, okay, after you calculate the per unit per annum amount. Okay, friends. Plus material cost. Material cost in the sense, per annum, what is your consumption? You are consuming A into per unit cost of material. Cost of material per unit has to be multiplied. So when you sum up all this, you will get your answer. Now please sum up and tell me your answer, friends. Substitute the required and get the answer. is, what are your values? What is your A? Tell me, friends, what is your A? A given in the problem.
12,000, sir.
12,000 divided by what is Q you got? Approximately
Q
1096
10
kada.
per unit
Into
into 50,
into enta
60,000, sir. Ordering cost.
B kada kavali.
B
50
50, sir. Yes,
okay.
sir. 50.
Okay, 50 తర్వాత ప్లస్ ఇప్పుడు ఏంటి క్యారింగ్
Plus
కాస్ట్ కదా. క్యారింగ్ కాస్ట్ అంటే 2/2 Q అంటే ఎంత 1096 divided by 2 plus what is your buffer stock, friends? Is anything given to you in the problem? No, nothing is given, isn't it? Okay, let me make this increase the size. Okay, so what is Q by 2 plus buffer stock is 0 into what is your C into what is your carrying cost per unit per annum, friends? It is only 1 rupee, right? Okay, now plus what is your material cost, friends? What is your A? A is 12,000, right? 12,000 into what is your material cost per unit, friends? Enta per unit?
10 rupees, sir.
10 rupees. So what is your total answer? Now I think you have computed all this. May I know the answer from you? Yes, please tell me your answer. Is it 1,21,095? So please write down the answer, friends. It is 1 lakh rupees 21,095. Is your final answer, friends? One lakh 21,095 is your answer. Okay, friends, please verify the answer. Okay, I also have another class. Okay, so please try to practice these, friends. Okay.
We got the same answer, sir.
Okay then. Okay. Now the next class will be I'll be